Hello, everyone. Thank you very much, Prayer Bank, for this platform. My name is Oluwatosin, but many know me as T.Keys. The name Oluwatosin actually means God is worthy to be worshipped, or better still, God deserves my worship. So for me, it is more than just a name. It is a daily reminder of my purpose and a reflection of what my life should represent. Thank you. Yes, there's a background story. My parents gave me the name, just like the way they'll name every other child. They gave me the name Oluwatosin as a prophetic declaration, trusting that my life would always radiate gratitude and worship to God. And over time, I began to understand that this was not just a name, but a mantle. It became an assignment God placed on me even before I knew my calling. So Oluwatosin is my name, and this is beyond just a name right now. It is purpose, fulfillment of a calling. Okay, definitely. There have been many moments when the meaning of my name became very real to me. In seasons of trials, victories and miraculous testimonies. There are so many times in my life where, my name became real to me. My name has served as a constant reminder that God alone deserves my worship. It brings me back to that posture of gratitude. You get, where I am more aware that God is with me. The song Oluwatosin was birthed out of a deep reflection on God's faithfulness and mercies over my life. Looking back on my journey, especially moments when it seemed like everything was not working, where it seemed like things were over, God showed up miraculously. I knew I had to put out that heart of gratitude into a song. And Oluwatosin didn't just come as any other song. It came as, it was divinely inspired. It was divinely inspired for this season. And, I'm grateful to God for being the vessel or the channel that carried the sound and is becoming a global blessing, a blessing to nations and to the world at large. The song, Oluwatosin, the song carries the very essence of my name. Yes, Oluwatosin. But beyond me trying to sing with my name, the lyrics and the message of the song are extensions of my reality. You get the reality that God is enough. Jesus is enough. Because I got to that point. I had to tell myself that it is Jesus or Jesus. It is Jesus or nothing. I got to that point in my life. You get, amidst the struggles, amidst the trials, amidst tribulations, because times will come. You get, when you feel all hope is lost. Times will come when you feel like throwing in the towel. You get, but when you think of it, think of your journey so far. I thought of my journey so far. It has been God. I have never been sufficient by myself. My sufficiency came through Christ that has always strengthened me. I looked at my journey and I saw, amazing things that has happened. I didn't come out from a very good background. No, I didn't come out from very good. My neighborhood was one of the worst neighborhoods that you can ever have lived in. You get, but through it all, I saw the hand of God upon my life. I acknowledged it. You get, the same thing goes out to everyone there. The hand of God is upon the life of everyone. It is left for you to acknowledge it, to know it. It's a knowing. When you know that Christ in you, the hope of glory, you will be able to thank Him for the things that are even yet to come. And that was the point I got to. I got to that point where, I had to sit down and tell God, it is you or nothing else. It is either you help me or no one does. Because even when a man tells you that I'm going to help you, it has to be something that puts your name or puts the burden of you in the heart of that person, and which is God. So God is beautiful. God is amazing. There's nothing that happens that God doesn't know. So definitely, my name, I came to the consciousness of my name. People have been calling me that name all this while. Oluwatosin, here and there. You get, if they don't call me Oluwatosin, they'll call me by my brand name, T.Keys. You get. And, it has been amazing until I realized the true essence of that name. That was when I could come to the reality of what God has been doing in my life. So indeed, Oluwatosin, God is worth serving. God is worthy of worship. He deserves my worship, and He deserves yours too. So yes, it is truly humbling, and it's really, really humbling. I'm overwhelmed by God's mercy and love to see how God is aligning the release of this song with the move in this season. It shows me that God is very intentional. Yes, God is very intentional, and it is a privilege to know that my name and my song are being used as a prophetic voice to bless people. It is not by right. It is not by right. It is not by right, but it has been by the mercy of the Lord. Mercy found me, and He has chosen me to carry the sound all over the world. And I'm truly, truly grateful to God for that. I'm truly grateful. And I'll also say that this song was divinely inspired. And I feel like Oluwatosin is the blessing that came with obedience to instruction. Because at the time an instruction came, there was a vision, there was something that was revealed. It was revealed, we acted on it, and this is the blessing that came after that. The blessing is not just in wealth, in riches. No, that's not the blessing I'm talking about. But the blessing that this song has gone to bless lives beyond human reasoning, even beyond my own thinking. Yes, it has gone to become a great blessing, a huge blessing to many. And it is touching people in different aspects of their life. That's the truth. Everyone needs Jesus. And God is actually making a name for Himself through the song. Yes, that's what God has been doing. It is beyond me. I'm just a vessel. And I'm grateful to God for what God is doing this season. Thank you. Yes, I believe names carry spiritual weights. They are not ordinary labels, but declarations of identity and prophecies. That's what I believe. A name can influence how you see yourself. It can influence how you relate with God, and even how situations respond to you. Names can set tones for your destiny, and that's the truth. It is also a knowing. You have to come to the realization of the weight that your name carries. Because you can bear a name for a very long time and, you've not come to a realization. Come to a realization of what that name means, the meaning of that name, and work in alignment with what God is doing through that name. So names are very, very crucial in shaping the lives and the destiny of every one of us. Yes, I have. And I can't even say one. It's a lot. It's a lot. From the day I was born till now, my life has reflected worship. My life has reflected gratitude. My life has reflected praise to God. And I'm really, really sincere about this because God has been good. Even when it seems like He wasn't there. Looking back, I see clearly that He has always been there. Always. Always. There are so many experiences, so many that I can't even talk about. So many that I can't remember. So many. But one that I'm going to talk about is, one that happened recently where I got messages from people to to cut corners, to take a shorter route. Yes, because it got to a point in my life where I also looked at myself. I felt like everything was going down the drain. I felt like giving up. Yeah, I got to that point. I felt like giving up. I had done a lot. Is it value? They say lazy Nigerian youth. I was not a lazy Nigerian youth. You get? I was doing everything I could. I was a creative. I was a social media manager at some point in my life. I was a content creator. I was a digital manager. I was a media personnel. I was an artist manager. I am a producer by God's grace. You get? I'm a music entrepreneur. I've been doing music almost all my life. You get? I've worked with renowned artists in this country. I've traveled in and out, to do a lot of things. I've produced amazing songs by God's grace. I have also been releasing beautifully amazing songs that has been a blessing to a whole lot of people. But it seemed like nothing was happening. I knew what God has shown me regarding my ministry and my assignment. And for many years, it seemed nothing was happening. That was how it was. And it got to a point in my life that I started getting certain pitches from people. And someone told me, you can do this, and there's a greater glory coming. And they see that some people are trying to choke me down, some people are trying to hold me down, this, that. And I could do this. When I do this, when I kill this one, kill that one, that the greater glory that they are seeing will come out. And I've heard stories like people do it, people in my line of work or in my line of duty or in my kind of assignment in this ministry part, they do it. That's what they said. And it's a little bit convincing when you look at it, but it looks like the truth and it doesn't look like the truth. No, that wasn't the word of God concerning my life. So I hold on strongly to what God had shown me. I held on strongly to it. And I said no. I said I wouldn't. I would not take that step. And that was when I made that decision. I said, if God cannot help me, then no one will. I said, Jesus, if you cannot help me, no one will. That prayer, it was just a word. I said it to God. And I told him that nothing will separate me from his love. Nothing. Either I am going to be here or wherever I'm going to find myself, I will not leave. I will stay with Christ. That was the decision I made. I remember that day. I made that decision. And since then, I have never looked back. I held on to his love. There are so many people also that has made this decision that it looks as if nothing is happening to them. And that's why I keep on saying that I found grace. I found God's mercy. God's mercy spoke on my life because it is not by right. So you might be there, feeling like God is not there. He's there with you. He is. He is with you every step of the way. A little time, just a little time, and it will speak and manifest greatly. Yes. So my desire is that when people listen, they don't just hear a melody. They don't just hear the sweet vibe, dance to it, and that's all. No. My desire is that they encounter a sound that stirs up gratitude, that stirs up worship, and that stirs up intimacy with God. I want them to pause and reflect and declare with conviction in their hearts that truly God is worth serving. That truly God deserves our worship. That truly Jesus is enough. Jesus is enough. Not fame, not riches, nothing. And nothing will separate us from the love of Christ. Jesus is truly enough. Yes, that the whole world, the whole nations, the whole world will come to that realization that it is Jesus and Jesus alone. Jesus and Jesus alone. So I would also say that, your name is not just for identification. Your name is not just for identification. Your name is prophetic. Every of our names, they come with a prophetic declaration. Yes. So begin to live in the consciousness of the name that you carry, and you'll see God's hand manifest in powerful ways. Yes. Until you tell yourself, until you start living a consciousness of that name, you can't know. You can't know how powerful your name is. So work in the meaning of your name, and it will become a testimony in your life. God bless you. Once again, my name is Oluwatosin. I am popularly called T.Keys. That's my brand name. And I'm so glad to be here speaking to you. God bless you. Remember, Jesus is truly enough. Oluwatosin. God is worth serving.